Today, let us understand incremental process model. Incremental model is a software development model where the requirements are analyzed at the beginning, and based on these requirements, the process is divided into multiple modules. Each of these modules will be passing through all the phases of software development life cycle, that is requirement analysis, design, implementation and testing phases. And every module will be considered as an increment, and each of these modules will be developed by passing through every stages of software development life cycle. And completing these phases, it will produce the increments. Every subsequent release of the module adds some functionalities to the previous release, and this process will be continued until the complete system is achieved. The first increment will be addressing only the basic requirements of the customer, and the supplementary features or additional features will be added in the coming increments. Once the core product is analyzed by the client, there is a plan development for the next increment. So users' feedback is collected at every increment, and according to the response, the next increments are planned. So this is the representation for incremental model. Here you can see the requirement phase is the crucial phase which plays a very important role in software process development. So based on these requirements, it is divided into different modules, and each of these modules can be considered as build 1, build 2, etc., build n. And every build or module will be passing through the rest of the phases in software development lifecycle, that is design and development, testing and implementation. So after completing these phases, the first increment will be released. So it will be having or satisfying all the basic needs of the client. So increment 1 will be released, and according to the user's feedback, the next increment can be developed. This will focus on some other requirements of this requirement analysis phase. So coming to the phases of incremental development model, it consists of different phases like requirement analysis. In requirement analysis, all the functional requirements are understood by the requirement analysis team. So this phase plays a crucial role in incremental model software process development. Second phase is design and development. The design of the system functionality and the development method are completed with success. Then comes the testing phase, where the performance are analyzed. Each of the modules are checked for its performance. And the last phase is implementation phase, which involves the final coding based on the design and development and testing phases completed before. After completion of this phase, the number of the product working will be enhanced, and some additional features will be added to the up to it reaches the final system product. Now let us see when to use the incremental model. So this model can be used when the requirements are superior, and if the project has a lengthy development schedule, or if the software team are not well skilled or trained in software development, or the customer demands a quick release of the product. So the customer cannot wait until the product is completed, then he can go for incremental model. Coming to the advantages of incremental model, it is very easy to recognize errors, and it is easier to test and debug as it is developed module wise. And it is a more flexible method because the user can give feedback at the end of each module. It is simple to manage risk because it is handled during its iteration. The client gets important functionality early. That means the client need not wait until the complete process or product is developed. Coming to the disadvantages, it needs a very good planning for applying incremental model. The total cost will be high and it should have well-defined module interfaces because each of these modules are developed independently and hence it satisfies different requirements. It should be connected. So these are the disadvantages of incremental model. Thank you.